to my channel. Today I'm going to be recording my first doily video. So we are going to be making the bouquet of tulips. The supplies you are going to need for this is a cotton crochet thread. This is a size 10. I use a 2mm hook for my doilies. You're also going to need scissors, stitch markers, and then a needle to weave in your ends at the end. Okay, we are going to start this with a slip knot. Then I'm going to chain 6, and take my thread and make a slip stitch into the first chain. Oh, come on. Okay, now for row 1, I'm going to chain 3. 1, oops, got all tangled. 2 and 3. Okay, that is going to count as our first double crochet, and then we are going to do 15 double crochets, so we end up with 16. So yarn over, pull through 2, pull through 2. Like I said, we'll do this 15 times, and then I will meet you for the next round. All right, now that you have 16 all together, you are going to slip stitch in the top of that chain 3. Okay, and then we are going to start round 2. All right, now for round 2, we are going, get that tail out of my way. For round 2, we are going to chain up 3, and that counts as a double crochet. And then I am going to do a double crochet into the next stitch and chain 1. And then I am going to do a double crochet into the next stitch and a second double crochet into the next stitch and chain 1. And then you're going to repeat this. So double crochet into the next stitch and double crochet into the next stitch and chain 1. So you're going to do 2 double crochets, chain 1, 2 double crochets, chain 1. And you're going to continue this pattern all the way around, and I will meet you at the end. Okay, I have made it to the end of round 2, so I'm going to take my hook, slip stitch into the top of the chain 3, and then I'm going to chain 3 is the beginning of round 3. Going to go back into that same stitch with a double crochet. All right, and then I'm going to do 2 double crochets into the next stitch. And then counting the chain 3, you should have 4. Then I'm going to chain 2, and then I'm going to go into the top of the next stitch and do a double crochet increase, or 2 double crochets, 2 double crochets in the next, and then chain 2. All right, we're going to continue with this pattern all the way around. So I'm going to do a double crochet increase into one stitch and a double crochet increase into the next, and then chain 2. And you're going to end up with 8 clusters of 4 at the end of the row. So continue with this pattern and I will meet you there. All right, I have made it to the end of row 3. So I'm going to slip stitch into the top of that chain 3. Okay, then I am going to chain up 3. This is going to count as a double crochet. I am going to do a double crochet into the same stitch. Then I'm going to double crochet in the next stitch, 1 double crochet in the next stitch, and then a double crochet increase in the last stitch of our cluster of 4. Okay. Oops, what am I doing? Okay. Then I'm going to chain 2, and I'm going to put a double crochet increase on the first stitch. A double crochet in the next stitch and a double crochet in the next stitch, and then a double crochet increase in the last one of this cluster of 4. So you should end up with 6 double crochets. You're going to have double crochet increases on the first and last, and then 1 double crochet on the stitches in between. Then we're going to chain 2. And then we're going to continue with this pattern all the way around, and I will meet you there. Okay, we have made it to the end of round 4. So I'm going to go in the top of that chain 3 and make a slip stitch to complete the row. Next row, we're going to chain up 3 to count as a double crochet, and then a double crochet in the next 2 stitches for 3. Then I'm going to chain 2, and then double crochets in the next 3 stitches. Chain 2, and that is going to be our repetitive pattern. So we're going to do 3 double crochets in the next 3 stitches, and chain 2, 3 double crochets in the next 3 stitches, okay, and then chain 2. So you're going to do 3 double crochets, chain 2, 3 double crochets, chain 2, and you're going to repeat that all the way around, and I will meet you at the end. We have made it to the end of row 5. We are going to slip stitch into the top of that chain 3. Oops. Okay, and chain up 3 to start row 6. We are going to do another double crochet into the same stitch, 1 double crochet into the next stitch, and 1 double crochet into the next stitch, and then chain 2. Okay, we're going to do the reverse of what we just did over here. So we're going to put 1 double crochet, into that first stitch, 1 into the second, and then a double crochet increase into the third. Chain 2. Okay. And then we are going, this is gonna be our repeater row. So we are going to do a double crochet increase into this first stitch. And 1 double crochet into the next stitch. 1 double crochet into the next stitch. Chain 2. 1 double crochet into the next stitch. 1 double crochet into the next stitch, and then a double crochet increase in the last stitch. Okay, chain 2, and that is our repetition for this round. We're going to do a double crochet increase, 2 double crochets, chain 2, 2 double crochets, and then a double crochet increase and chain 2. So continue with that pattern and I will meet you at the end of this row. Okay, we have made it to the end of round 6. So I am going to slip stitch, slip stitch into the top of this chain 3. And then I am going to start row 7. I'm going to chain 3. This will count as a double crochet. Do another double crochet into the same stitch. Double crochet into the next stitch. And then double crochet increase into the next stitch. Okay, chain 3. Double crochet increase into the next stitch, double crochet into the next stitch, and double crochet increase into the next stitch. Okay, chain 2. That is the pattern we are going to repeat for this round. We'll do it one more time. So double crochet increase into this first stitch, double crochet into the next stitch, and then double crochet increase into the next stitch. Chain 3. Okay, repeat double crochet increase into this first stitch, double crochet into the next stitch, and double crochet increase into this last stitch. Oops, that one got away from me. There we go. And then chain 2. Then you're going to repeat this for the round and I will meet you at the end. We have made it to the end of round 7. So we are going to slip stitch in the top of that chain 3. Starting row 8, we're going to chain up 3. This will count as a double crochet. We're going to do another double crochet in the same stitch, and then 1 double crochet in the next stitch, double crochet in the next stitch, and double crochet in the next stitch, and double crochet into the next stitch. Then we're going to chain 3, double crochet, the next stitch, double crochet in the next stitch, double crochet in the next stitch, one more double crochet in the next stitch, and then a double crochet increase in the last stitch. 1, 2. Okay, chain 2. And that is going to be the repeat pattern for this row. We'll do it one more time. Double crochet increase, and 4 double crochets in the next 4 stitches. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then we're going to chain 3, do 4 double crochets in the next 4 stitches, and a double crochet increase in the last stitch of this cluster. Then we are going to chain 2 and continue with that pattern all the way until the end, and I will meet you there. Now that we've made it to the end of round 8, we're going to slip stitch in the top of that chain 3, and then we're going to chain 3 to start row 9, double crochet back into that same space, and then we're going to do 5 double crochets in the next 5 stitches. This row is going to be a lot like the one we just did. Chain 3. Then we are going to do 5 double crochets in the next 5 stitches. Then we are going to do a double crochet increase, or 2 double crochets in the last stitch, and then chain 2. That is our pattern for this row. We'll do it one more time. In this first one, we're going to do a double crochet increase. Then in the next 5 stitches, we'll do double crochet in each one. Crazy. Okay, and then I'm going to chain 3 and then do 5 double crochets in the next 5 stitches. And 5. Then a double crochet in the last one. Double crochet increase, and then chain 2. That is the pattern we're going to do. Double crochet increase, 5 double crochets, chain 3, 5 double crochets, double crochet increase, chain 2. And we're going to repeat this for the entire round, and I will meet you at the end. Okay, we have made it to the end of round 9, so we are going to slip stitch. And then round 10 is just like the last 2 rows, so we are going to chain up 3, counts as a double crochet. We're going to go back into that space and make a double crochet increase. Then in the next 6 stitches, we are going to do double crochet. Chain 3, and then 6 double crochet in the next 6 stitches. And then a double crochet increase. So 2 double crochets into the last stitch. Chain 2, and then continue with that pattern. So we're going to start with a double crochet increase, then a double crochet in each of the next 6 stitches. Oh, and then 2 crochets. No, I was right. And then 3. Well, I really messed this whole thing up, didn't I? And then double crochet in the next 6 stitches. And double crochet increase in the last stitch. And chain 2. Like I said, we're going to continue in this pattern for the rest of this round. Double crochet increase, 6 double crochets, chain 3, 6 double crochets, double crochet increase, chain 2. And I will meet you at the end. Okay, we have made it to the end of round 10. Instead of a chain 2 and a slip stitch, we're going to change it up and do a half double crochet. So we're going to yarn over, go through, and pull through all 3. And this way we can start our next round in this chain space. So we are going to start round 11. I'm going to chain up 3 and chain 3 more. Then I'm going to yarn over, skip these first 2, and go into the 3rd stitch. Do a double crochet for the next 6. All right, Now that I've made it to this chain 3 space, I'm going to put 3 double crochets into this chain 3 space. Next, double crochet into the next 6 stitches. All right, going to chain 3, skip these 2, and do a double crochet into this chain space. Chain 2, and do a double crochet back into the chain space. Oops, what am I doing? Just one of them. Then chain 3. Okay, and that is what we are going to repeat, so we'll do one more together. Yarn over, I'm going to skip 2 and go into the 3rd stitch with a double crochet. I'm going to do double crochets into the next 5. Okay, when we get to this chain 3 space, I'm going to do 3 double crochet. Yarn over, we're going to do 6 double crochet in the next 6 stitches. Then I'm going to chain over, or chain 3, skip over these 2, and double crochet into this chain space. Chain 2, and double crochet into the same space. Chain 3, and then you begin that repeat pattern again. You're going to skip over 2, double crochet into the next 6 stitches, double crochet 3 into the chain 3 space, double crochet into the next 6 stitches. You should end up with 15. You're going to chain 3, skip 2 double crochets, and you're going to double crochet into this chain space, chain 2, double crochet into this chain space, and chain 3. We're going to continue this for the rest of this round, and I will meet you at the end. We've made it to the end of round 11, so we are going to go 1, 2, 3 into the 3rd chain space and make a slip stitch to end off that row. Then we're going to begin row 12. So I'm going to chain up 3. This is going to count as a double crochet, and do 2 more double crochets into that same space. All right, chain 3, 2, 3. Then, like the last round, I'm going to skip over 2 and do a double crochet into the 3rd. Then I'm going to do 10 more double crochets for a total of 11 across. A couple more. chain 3. Going to go in the top of this stitch with 3 double crochets. All right, and then I'm going to chain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, double crochet in the top of this stitch 3 times, and thus begins the repeat round. Oops. There we go. So I don't know what I'm doing here. Let's just stop here and I'll show you what to do. Okay, so start of our row, we're going to do 3 double crochets, 3 chains, skip over 2, then do 11 double crochets across, chain 3, 3 double crochets, and then chain 5. So again, we're going to go in the top of this stitch, make a double crochet. We're going to make 3 of these. Chain 3, skip 1, 2, go into the 3rd double crochet stitch and do 11 double crochets across. One more. All right, then I'm going to chain 3 and do 3 double crochets in the top of this stitch. And then chain 5, and then repeat all the way around this round, and I will meet you at the end. Okay, we've made it to the end of round 12. We are going to do the finish the round a little bit differently. We're going to chain 2, and then we're going to do a double crochet into the top of this chain 3. Then we're going to end up in the middle of that chain space to start our next row. Okay, so for round 13, we're going to chain up 3. This will count as a double crochet. Do 3 more double crochets into this chain space. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, and then we are going to chain 3 and do double crochet increases in the next 3 stitches. So we're going to do, oh, come on. Two double crochets in each stitch. And there's my second one. Double crochet increase, 1 and 2, and last one, 1 double crochet and 2. Then I'm going to chain 3 again. like the last 2 rows, I'm going to skip the first 2 and double crochet into the third one. Then I'm going to do 6 more. Okay, you should have 7 double crochets across this piece. Going to chain 3 again. Then I'm going to do a double crochet increase in the next 3 stitches. Man, I'm just struggling right now. There we go. Okay. Chain 3. Then I'm going to do 5 double crochets into this chain space, and this is the beginning of our repeat round. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So we begin with 5 double crochets, chain 3, 3 double crochet increases in the next 3 stitches, chain 3, 7 double crochets across this leaf, chain 3, 3 double crochets in the next 3 stitches, chain 3, and then beginning the row again, we are beginning the repeat again, 5 double crochets and so on. And we're going to continue this pattern for the rest of this round. I'll go ahead and do one more with you. We're going to chain 3. Then I'm going to do 2 double crochets in each of these 3 stitches for a total of 6. Chain 3, 2, 3, and then skip 2 double crochets into the third, the double crochet, and I'm going to do 7 double crochets across the top of this leaf. All right, chain 3, then I'm going to do 3 double crochet increases in the next 3 stitches, so 2 each. Okay, and then chain 3, and then repeat the pattern all the way around. I will meet you at the end. We've made it to the end of round 13. So we started with only 4 double crochets, so we're going to finish off the round by doing 1 more double crochet into the space, and then slip stitch into the top of this chain 3. All right, now we're going to start round 14. So I'm going to chain up 3 to count as a double crochet, and chain 1, go into the next stitch, double crochet, chain 1, double crochet into the next and chain 1, and double crochet into the next stitch. Okay, then I'm going to chain 3, 2, 3, do a double crochet increase in the next stitch, a double crochet into the next 4 stitches, 1, 2, 3, and 4, then double crochet increase into this stitch. Okay, chain 3, skip 2 double crochets, double crochet into the 3rd, double crochet into the next 2, okay, chain 3, then we're going to do a double crochet increase into this first stitch, double crochet into the next 4 stitches, and double crochet increase into this last stitch. That one's not pretty. Let's try that again. Okay, chain 3, and that is going to be your repeat row. Let me show you a full first step. You're going to double crochet, chain 1, and continue with double crochet and chain 1 across these next 4 stitches. Double crochet into the last stitch, then we're going to chain 3. Then we're going to do a double crochet increase, 4 double crochets, another double crochet increase, we're going to chain 3, we're going to do skip 2 of these double crochets, double crochet 3 times, skip 2 double crochets, chain 3, double crochet increase, double crochet 4 times, double crochet increase, chain 3, and then restart the repeat pattern. I'll go ahead and finish this one with you. So double crochet increase, double crochet into the next 4 stitches, Okay, chain 3, 2, 3. Going to skip 2, go into the 3rd stitch, double crochet into the next 2 stitches, should end up with 3, 3, chain 3, double crochet increase, double crochet into the next 4 stitches, and double crochet increase for this last one. Okay, chain 3, and then like I said, we're going to continue repeating this pattern all the way around, and I will meet you at the end. All right, we have come to the end of round 14, so we are going to have our double crochet, chain 1, go into 1, 2, 3, the 3rd chain space, and slip stitch to complete the round. Oh my gosh, here we go. Okay, so starting round 15, it's pretty much like the last one. Going to chain up 1, 2, 3, and then plus a chain 2, and double crochet into the next stitch, chain 2, double crochet into the next stitch, chain 2, and double crochet into the next stitch. All right, next we are going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to do a double crochet into each of these. So you should end up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8 double crochets across. Chain 3, then I'm going to do 3 double crochets on top of the next 3 stitches, 2 and 3, chain 3. Okay, we're going to do 8 double crochets across this again. Just 1 double crochet in each, and you should have 8. Chain 3, and then we are back to the start of our repeat round. So I'm going to show you a full one of this. So we are going to do a double crochet into that stitch, chain 2, and then we're going to repeat that across this section. So double crochet, chain 2, double crochet, chain 2, double crochet, chain 2, and one last double crochet. And then we do the rest of our repeat round. So we do 5 double crochets with chain 2 spaces, chain 3, 8 double crochet across here, chain 3, 3 double crochet, chain 3, 8 double crochet, chain 3, and that is our repeat round. We're going to continue like this, and then I will meet you at the end of this round. All right, we are at the end of round 15. We are going to slip stitch into the 3rd chain to close this round. Then we are going to start row 16. We are going to chain 3 for a double crochet and chain 3 more. In total you're going to have 6. Double crochet into the next stitch, chain 3, double crochet into the next stitch, chain 3, and double crochet into the last stitch, and then chain 3. Now for this we're going to do a double crochet together. So we are going to double yarn over and go into the first stitch, pull our yarn through. You're going to have 3, pull through 2. You're going to have 2 left on your hook. We're going to leave those on, yarn over, go into the next stitch, pull through 2. You're going to have 3 left on your hook and pull through. And that is a decrease or a double crochet 2 together. Then you're going to do double crochets, double crochet for 1, 2, 3, 4 stitches, double crochet, and double crochet. Then I'm going to do another double crochet together. So I'm going to yarn over, pull through 2. I'm going to leave 2 on my hook, yarn over, go through the next stitch, pull through 2. I now have 3 left on my hook, and I'm going to pull through all 3. Okay, then I'm going to chain 3 and do a double crochet increase into this first stitch. So we're going to do 2 double crochets into the same stitch, chain 2. We're going to skip this middle stitch and do a double crochet increase into the 3rd. So 1 and 2. Okay, then I'm going to chain 3. We're going to copy what we just did for this petal. So we're going to double crochet 2 together, or a double crochet decrease. Then I'm going to double crochet in the next 4 stitches, okay. Then the last 2 we are going to double crochet together. So 1, 2, and pull through all 3. Chain 3, and then we restart our repeat. Okay, so we are going to double crochet, chain 3 on top of all of these, double crochet, chain 3, double crochet, chain 3, double crochet, chain 3, and double crochet, chain 3. Then we're going to do double crochet 2 together, 4 double crochets, double crochet 2 together, chain 3. Then we're going to do a double crochet increase, chain 2, skip 1, double crochet increase, chain 3. Then we're going to do a double crochet 2 together, double crochet the next 4 stitches, and then double crochet 2 together and chain 3. And then we're going to repeat that all the way for this round, and I will meet you at the end. We have made it to the end of round 16, so we are going to secure with a slip stitch into the 3rd chain. And now we're going to begin round 17. I'm going to chain up 3. This will count as a double crochet. I'm going to put 2 more into the same space. Oops. Okay. Then I will have a cluster of 3 double crochet. I'm going to chain 3 and do another cluster of 3. And then chain 3 and repeat that for the next 2. Okay, chain 3 and do another cluster of 3 double crochets. Chain 3. Now we are back at a petal. Like the last row, we're going to do double crochet 2 together on both sides of the petal. So we are going to start a double crochet, pull through 2, leave 2 on your hook, yarn over, next stitch, pull through 2, pull through 3. Okay. Then I'm going to do 2 double crochets, and then do double crochet 2 together. All right, chain 3. Then I'm going to do a double crochet into the top of this stitch and another in the next stitch. So I have 2 double crochets. Now we are going to chain 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. And do 2 double crochets in these 2 double crochets. Chain 3. Complete another petal. We are going to double crochet 2 together, okay, and then we are going to do 2 double crochets and double crochet 2 together, and then chain 3. And that is our repetition for this round. We are going to go into the top of this double crochet in this stitch and do 3 double crochets, cluster, chain 3, 3 double crochet, cluster, chain 3, and we're going to continue that for these stitches. Once we make it to the petal, we're going to do double crochet 2 together, 2 double crochets, and double crochet 2 together, chain 3, then 2 double crochets into these 2 stitches, chain 7, 2 double crochets into these 2 double crochets, chain 3. We are back to another petal, so we're going to double crochet 2 together, double crochet 2, double crochet 2 together, chain 3, and then begins the repeat again. So we'll go ahead and do this round and I will meet you at the end. I've come to the end of row 17. So we are going to go ahead and just slip stitch into that chain. Okay. And we're going to start row 18. So chain 3, 2, 3, and go back into that same space into another double crochet. Double crochet into this middle and 2 double crochets into the last stitch. And chain 3, and we're going to repeat that for the next 3. Do one more together. So we're going to go do 2 double crochets into the same, or a double crochet increase, 1 double crochet in that middle stitch, and then 2 double crochets or a double crochet increase into the last. Chain 3, and then we're going to repeat that for these 2 stitches, or these 2 clusters of 3. Okay, now that we have finished those, we've made it to a petal, and we are going to double crochet 4 together. So to do this, we're going to yarn over, start our double crochet, pull through 2, leave 2 on the hook, start the next, pull through 2, leave 3 on the hook, start the next, pull through 2, leave 4 on the hook, and then start the next, pull through 2, and then you should have 5 on your hook. Oops. Pull through all 5 and then chain 3. Then we're going to go into the top of this double crochet right here and do 2 double crochets, 1 in each stitch. Okay, chain 3, 2, 3. Then I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 in the middle of this and do a double crochet. So let's count 1, 2, 3, 4, double crochet into that chain. Then we're going to chain 5, double crochet into that chain again, and you should have that. Okay, chain 3, 1, 2, 3. Then we're going to do 2 double crochets in these 2 stitches, 1 and 2. Chain 3, another petal, and we are going to do 4 together. So we are going to start a double crochet, pull through 2, start another one, pull through 2, third, pull through 2, and 4, pull through 2. Should have 5 left on my hook. I'm going to pull through all of them and chain 3, and then we are back to our clusters of 3. So I'm going to do one more, then we're going to go into this first stitch and do a double crochet increase, double crochet into the next one, and then a double crochet increase into the third stitch. And you should have 5. Chain 3, and then repeat that for the next. And that is our repeat round. So we're going to do 5 double crochets in these by double crochet increase, double crochet increase, chain 3. For our petal, we are going to double crochet 4 together, chain 3, and we are going to double crochet 2, chain 3. Then we're going to go into the 4th chain space on this loop and do a double crochet, chain 5, double crochet, chain 3, or I'm sorry, and then we do chain 3 and then our 2 double crochets, chain 3, double crochet 4 together, chain 3, and then we are back to our clusters of 3. So we're going to continue like this for this round, and I will meet you at the end. All right, guys, we have made it to the end of row 18. We are going to slip stitch into the top of that chain 3, and now we are going to start our final row, row 19. So the way that we're going to start this is we're going to chain up 3. This is going to count as a double crochet, and then we are going to double crochet 4 together. So yarn over, start a double crochet, pull through 2, leave 2 on your hook, start a double crochet in the next, pull through, leave 3 on your hook, start double crochet on the next stitch, pull through 2, maybe, there we go, leave 4 on your hook, and then go through this last one, pull through 2, and you should have 5 on your hook. Then you're going to pull through all 5, and that completes that portion. So next we're going to be working into this chain space. I'm going to chain 3, and then we're going to do 2 treble crochets together. So the way that we do this is you're going to yarn over twice, go into the space, grab your yarn, and then you're going to pull through 2, and leave 2 on your hook. So do that again, yarn over twice, go into the space, pull through 2, you should have 3 left on your hook, and you're going to pull through all 3. And that is a treble crochet 2 together. Okay, now chain 2, and then we're going to do a peacock. So we're going to chain 3. I'm going to slip stitch back into the second chain I made. There you go. Chain 2 more, and then do 2 treble crochets together again. So yarn over twice, pull through 2, pull through 2, leave 2 on your hook, yarn over twice, pull through, oops, pull through 2, pull through 2. Now you have 3 on your hook, and you're going to pull through all 3. Okay, then I'm going to chain 3, and I'm going to double crochet 5 together. So I'm going to start a double crochet, pull through 2, leave 2 on my hook. Oops, that's not pretty. Let's try one more time. There we go. So let's start over. Double crochet, leave 2 on your hook, yarn over, start your next double crochet, go through 2, leave 3 on your hook, next double crochet, go through 2, leave 4 on your hook, go through your next, start it, pull through 2, leave 5 on your hook, and start the next, pull through 2, and you should have 6 on your hook, and then pull through all 6. Chain 3, Then we're going to work the 2 trebles together. So yarn over twice, pull through 2, pull through 2, leave 2 on your hook, yarn over twice, pull through 2, pull through 2. You have 3 on your hook. Go ahead and pull through those 3, chain 2. Then we're going to do our picot again. So chain 3, slip stitch back into the second chain. Oops. Sorry guys, my trimmers are acting up today. Okay, there we go. Chain 2. And then do 2 treble crochets together. Okay, I have 3 left on my hook. Pull through all 3, chain 3. Then I'm going to double crochet 5 together, chain 3, treble crochet 2 together, chain 2, chain 3, make my picot, slip stitch back into my second chain, chain 2, do 2 treble crochets together, chain 3, and then we're going to do 5 double crochets together, and I'll meet you after that part. Okay, now that you've completed the double crochet 5 together, we are going to work on the next portion. So I'm going to chain 3. We're going to skip over this petal, it's completed, and we're going to go into this stitch. We are going to double crochet 2 together. So yarn over, start our double crochet, pull through 2, leave 2 on the hook, and start our next one, pull through 2, and then pull through 3. Chain 3, and then I'm going to double crochet into this next stitch. All right, then chain 3 again, and then I'm going to do 2 treble crochets together. So yarn over 2, pull through 2, pull through 2. You should have 3 on your hook. There you go. We're going to do this just like we did on our flower. Going to chain 2 and do another picot. So chain 3, slip stitch back into the second. Oops, there we go. Okay, chain 2 more. Then I'm going to do 2 treble crochets together. So yarn over 2, pull through 2. Oops, let's do this one more time. Okay, I should have 2 left on your hook. Yarn over twice, pull through 2, pull through 2. I have 3 left on my hook. Going to go through those 3, chain 3. Going to double crochet into this double crochet. Chain 3. Then I'm going to double crochet 2 together in these next 2 stitches. Start a double crochet, pull through 2, start a double crochet, pull through 2. And 3 left on my hook. I'm going to pull through, chain 3. Then you're going to skip over this petal, it's completed, and go back into this portion where you're going to double crochet 5 together again. And then you're just going to repeat these steps all the way for this round, and I will meet you at the end. At the end of row 19, we are going to do our chain 3 and then do a slip stitch into the top of the 5 together, and then chain 1. Go ahead and cut your thread, pull this through, weave in your ends. I'm going to pin and block this using steam, and then I will show you what the finished project looks like. Okay, and here is our finished doily. You can see I've done this in a couple colors. We'll go ahead and get a little bit closer to this one. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe. I have a lot more of these coming out very soon.